name is Saudi Burton, like Saudi Arabia.
How long you been on the racetrack?
I've been on the racetrack like about 30 years.
How did you get introduced to the to racing?
I always loved horses as a young girl. And one time I was at Aqueduct when I should have been in school. And I met Alan Jerkens coming back from the paddock. And I asked him for a job, and the rest is history.
What was racing like back in them days?
Oh God, racing back in them days was excellent. Was excellent. It was excellent. I'm telling you, you had nothing against the horsemen today, but you had real horsemen, genuine horse people. It was excellent. And the grooms, unbelievable grooms, unbelievable. The people loved and cared about the horses. I mean, grooms would bend over backwards to take care of their horses. I mean, it was real horsemen. I'm not saying it's real horsemen today, but it seemed like the people loved more and enjoyed more what they were doing. To me, the best grooms, in my opinion, came from South Carolina. The people from Kentucky are going to get on my case, but to me, the best grooms were from South Carolina, and I know a lot of them. Junior Sally, McAllen, Wilbur. Just great horsemen all around. You didn't want to leave the barn when you was around them. That's how good they were.
What made these guys so special, the work they did?
Listen, they can do anything with a horse. A horse that come to the barn all battered, beat up, nobody can control him. Put him in Boone's stall. Boone could do anything he want with him. And sit down with his legs spread eagle, doing him up with no chain, no shank or nothing. The horse would just stand there, and Boone would be down between the horse's legs, just doing him up. Nothing holding on. And this horse was known to be a bad horse. I mean, they just had the hands. They just had the hands to take care of horses. They had their own secret potions, and it worked. That's the thing about it, it worked. These guys just was natural born horse people. And Alan Jerkens had so much confidence in these guys, and these guys were so good, he said, use your own judgment. Wow. Now, what trainer today going to tell you to use your own judgment when it comes to taking care of a horse's legs or anything with the horse? So these guys were great.
Seemed like Alan Jerkens trusted his people that he had back there.
Yeah, listen, he had excellent people. Excellent people. He didn't get into the Hall of Fame by himself without all of those excellent grooms. He'll tell you that himself. The grooms was just excellent. They cared. They took their time. What a horse needed, a horse got. No offense to nobody, but today you don't see too many people rubbing out horses. You ask certain people to rub out a horse. What do you mean? What's a gunny sack? What do you mean? Who don't know what a gunny sack is? A real racetracker know what a gunny sack is. It just was a good time back then. And then about, let me see, a couple of years before Alan Jerkens passed away in 2015, I'll say maybe in 2010, he said, Saudi, it's not fun anymore. And I said, you know what, boss? Because that's what I called them. I said, you're right. It got to be not fun anymore. I don't know. I can't explain it. I guess all of those good old timers was dying out.
What was your first job on the track and some of the other jobs that up until now today?
I met Alan Jerkens coming back from the paddock at Aqueduct. I asked him for an opportunity to learn how to ride horses. He told me, I can't teach you now because it's winter. I said, I'll stick around until you can. Came to the barn the next day. They started teaching me how to walk horses. And I was there for about a week. And he said, it's time for you to start riding horses around the shed row. I said, oh my God. So a horse will go to the track and breeze. And he'll be tired. He needs to walk around for about 10 minutes. That's how Alan Jerkens do it. After a horse breeze, he wants the horse to walk around for at least 10 minutes. So I would go around the shed row, just riding him around till he cool out a little bit. And I started from there. And then, let me see, I kept getting on horses around the shed row. Alan Jerkens said, it's time for you to go out to the track. I had Alan Jerkens' son, Jimmy, on one side of me, and the head exercise boy, Jimmy Rose, on the other side, and I was in the middle. And he said, just listen to what they tell you to do. And that's how I started. Wow. And then the pony guy named Judah Grayson, The best pony boy in 38 years. They had a big write-up on him. And Judum, everybody thought Judum was my father, but he was really a teacher of mine, teaching me how to ride the horses, what to do, and took it from there. And then he told me it's time for you to go out on your own to better horses. That's how it started. And I was with Alan Jerkens for over 25 years, and he was always willing to help any and everybody.
What's your best experience on the racetrack through all the years?
Working with Alan Jerkens, because I learned a lot. I learned a lot. To me, that was my best experience, going to Alan Jerkens' barn. Can't get no better than that. That's my opinion.
Do you have a favorite horse all the time?
Not really, because we had a lot of great horses over the time in his barn and outside of the barn. So I really don't have a favorite horse. If one I have to pick that I like a lot was 𝐞𝐈𝐴. He was a cheap claimer that earned over $2 million.
Wow.
And no one liked him. And he was in for a tag. And they said, look at that raggedy horse. Alan Jerkens trying to drop in on someone. Horse came back to us and never looked back. Just kept winning. Yes, 𝐞𝐈𝐴, a hobo farm horse.
Wow.
And he jumped. You see how Michael Jordan leaped through the air with the basketball? 𝐞𝐈𝐴, when you get on his back, he would leap all over the place. And the guys would beat him with their stick. And Alan Jerkens one day said, Sorry, I want you to get on 𝐞𝐈𝐴. I said, no, he's going to kill me. You know, because this horse leaped like Michael Jordan. He said, no, just get on him. I said, why? He said, when the guys get on him and he starts to jump, they want to take their stick and start beating him. He said, when you get on him, he jump around, you just sit there. So I said, okay, and I got on him, and the rest is history. We fit like a glove. When I get on him, he would jump all over the place, and then he'd calm down, and we'd just go ahead and do our job.
How important is the guys and the gals in the backstretch to these teams, man, in these barns?
Okay, if they didn't have the night watchmen, the hot walkers, the grooms, the foremen, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't happen. Everyone's job is important. Everyone that deals with a horse, from the hot walker, the groom, the night watchman, the exercise rider, everybody's job is important. Because if a trainer didn't have exercise riders, grooms, or hot walkers, it will not work. Everyone's job is important. You need that hot walker to cool that horse out, to walk him. You need that exercise rider to take him to the track and breeze him, break him out the gate, teach him how to come out the gate, teach him how to gallop properly. You need the foreman to make sure everyone's doing their job. You need the night watchman to make sure no one's sneaking in the barn doing anything to the horses at night. Everyone's job is important, and I think a lot of people should recognize the people in the backstretch, the hot walkers, the grooms, the exercise, the foreman, and the night watchman. Those people should be recognized, because without them, it wouldn't work.
And if you could, if it's one thing that you could see change, if somebody could just press a button and change one thing, man, what would that be?
I would like to see more minorities training horses and owning horses. That's what I would like to see. If things could, I can press a button, I would like to see more women training horses, more minorities training horses, and more minority owners.
And why would that mean a lot to you, to see that?
Because African Americans started the game. If people know their horse racing, they'll know African Americans started this business, from owners, trainers, and jockeys.
You traveled around the world with this life.
Oh, definitely.
How good was this life to you, though?
The life been excellent to me. And I have to mention Alan Jerkens again. He was excellent, and he treated me like I was his daughter. And with the horses, I've been all around the world. I've been to Dubai, which was beautiful. I've been to Saudi Arabia, which was very nice and peaceful. I went to the Japan Cup. I went to Royal Ascot, which I really loved because I like how the ladies dress. And it's a total different world with the horses, in my opinion, at Royal Ascot. And I went to Libya. Let me see, Greece, Italy, and Germany. And I just love traveling. And when you work with the horses, that's a big part of it also, if you have nice horses.
And horse racing took you to all these places, huh?
Yes, horse racing took me to all of these places. And I'm probably, oh, wait a minute. And I've been to St. Moritz also, where the horses race on the frozen lake. And well traveled.
And where you grew up at?
In Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. Okay.
And there's no horses in Brooklyn, but I just always had, I always loved horses. So I had to come out to 𝐓𝐡𝐞 so I can get involved with the horses.